What's going on, guys? My name's Connor, and today I have a review for you guys on the Louis Vuitton Taurillon or 3D/Empriente monogram soft trunk. I'll be breaking down all the details of this bag as well as trying it on. So if you guys do enjoy this kind of videos, make sure to like the subscribe button, as it really does help out my channel and give my videos to more people. And while you're at it, make sure to claim your 4 free stocks on Webull by clicking the link below. All you gotta do is sign up, you get 2 stocks for free and another 2 after your first deposit. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. Alright guys, so just before I begin unboxing, there's just a few things I want to go over. First off being the retail cost and market value. Right now, it is currently available on Louis Vuitton's website for $4,700. You heard me right, $4,700 USD, plus obviously tax and shipping. So you're spending a little over $5,000 most likely to own this bag. But lucky for you, it's holding its value very well, as on StockX, the median sale of all sales made on obviously their site is $4,850. So it's $150 over the retail cost. So people are happily paying that price tag of $4,700 USD. But I'll just begin unboxing for you guys right after I show you guys the box. Nothing too special about it, just Louis Vuitton here. And like I mentioned in most of my videos, you guys are going to want to make sure that the font is a very dark navy rather than a black or a light blue. Obviously the sides will be a little bit more sand color than orange. And yeah, nothing else too special on the box. And then this part's going to be completely magnetic. You're just going to flip it open and we'll have everything inside. So Louis Vuitton doesn't have to give a ribbon. Like this box will close by itself, obviously, because it's magnetic, but they give the ribbon as a little compliment. I think it's pretty cool. If you guys look closely, it'll say Louis Vuitton all over it. We'll set that to the side really quickly and show you guys the dust bag. You guys can see it'll have Louis Vuitton in the same font, the same color as the box, but obviously this is a lot more sandish color, closer to the color of the sides of the box, as you guys can see. And yeah, nothing too special about that either, but I'll just take out the trunk for you guys really quickly. And boom, we'll have the trunk right here. So like I mentioned at the beginning, I don't necessarily know if I'm pronouncing the word wrong. It's the Taurillon, Taurillon, monogram soft trunk. When I was looking at pronunciation, it says Taurillon. That's how you pronounce it in a French accent, which I'm not sure if that's how most of you guys would say it. But I'll just give you guys a quick look at it in the light. Obviously, we got the monogram all over the front part, which I absolutely love. And it is 3D, so that's why a lot of people call it the Empriente or the 3D soft trunk. And you guys can see the sides and the edges. I'll break down all the details of what it's made of in just a second. But you guys can see the monogram on the bottom and just all over it, which is something that I love. It's extremely recognizable if someone looks at it. And then we also have this little complement of orange on the side, which is going to attach the strap to the actual bag. But getting into the measurements so you guys can have an idea of size, this bag is going to be 10 inches in length, it's going to be about 7 inches tall, and it's going to be 4 inches in width. And for a lot of bags such as backpacks, keep balls, and everything else, once you fill them up, they kind of change in shape and become a little bit bigger. But because obviously this is kind of like a cube shape, and it's a lot more hard towards the edges, which will keep it from stretching out, it's going to stay about this size no matter how much you store inside of it. And then obviously it's just going to be the black color all around, including the hardware right here. You guys can see the little chain designed by Virgil Abloh, which I absolutely love. And they now include it on a lot of bags and also belts. Something that's really trendy right now that I see a lot is people wearing the Louis Vuitton belts with the chain hanging down. I haven't owned one of those before, but let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see a video like that, and I'll be happy to bring it to you guys. But like I mentioned, this orange part is obviously going to be the only part of the bag that really isn't black. The inside is too, which I'll show you guys in just a second. But you guys gotta know that this material is considered Taurillon Cowhide-leather, and then all the lining on this bag, which you could especially see on the inside, but you can also see towards the top. You can see right here where the leather connects to the Taurillon leather. You guys can see the textile lining right there. And then for the zip closure, we're gonna have double zippers, as you guys can see. And if you guys look really closely, it'll say Louis Vuitton on the zipper right there. And I think that it's nice that they have 2 zippers rather than just one. So if one breaks, obviously it's still wearable because you have the other one to use. And I believe Louis Vuitton will fix the zippers for free. But if you don't have the chance to go in that day, then obviously you guys are all good. But taking a quick look at the inside, this is where we're going to find the heat stamp. Hopefully I can show you guys that in the light really quickly. Hopefully you guys can see that. Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, and the bottom part is not going to be in English. But it says 2019, so I believe that's the year when they started producing these trunks, or when it was actually purchased. And then we're going to have a duo flat pocket on this side. And so obviously we have all the spaciousness right here, but if you guys want to look really closely right here, we got a small little slot, and they call it the duo slot because it's split up in between, where you guys can store small accessories such as cash, receipts, whatever else. And in here is where I kept the sticker from when it was purchased. So you guys can see in the light right there, 4,550 USD. So they've actually raised the price $150 since this was actually purchased. And you guys can see the item number right here. So if you guys want to go into the store, you can refer to this item number or just type it into the site, and you guys will be able to pull up this item and confirm that it is currently retailing for $4,700 USD. M53288 soft trunk, CUIGONO. Yeah, I'm not really sure what this part stands for, but obviously this is a barcode that goes along with the bag that they usually stick on the box, but I guess they didn't, and they just included it inside the bag. Alright guys, this is probably the most popular way of wearing this bag. Having the chain shown in the front right here, having the shoulder strap around the opposite shoulder that the bag is going to be on, and having this little highlight towards the front. And this is not necessarily the way that I would wear it. Usually when I wear it, I have it around my backside, but I do see why people like wearing it this way, because this is probably the best way to show it off if you're trying to get it noticed, which you probably are if you're paying $5,000 for a square bag that you're going to wear around your shoulder, which is absolutely crazy. But I justify it because the market is holding its value very well, and I actually bought it for a little bit less than retail cost, so hopefully if I decide to sell it, I'll make a little bit of money off of it. But you guys can clearly see the 3D canvas, or the Taurillon canvas right here. You guys can see the little edges, which are going to be a lot harder than the actual leather. And you guys can see at the bottom right here that we have these little screws, I guess that's what you call them. You can see the Louis Vuitton flower on them. Hopefully my camera will focus, but I can't really see it because it's turned around. And so when you're setting it down, it's going to stand on here rather than the bag, which is going to keep it from getting scuffed up towards the bottom, especially if you're setting it down on a rough surface. But a few things that I haven't mentioned yet are, first off, the references. So when I showed you guys the heat stamp, I believe it said Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, but this bag was made in France, Spain, Italy, or the US. So if you see a reference of like Canada, Mexico, China, obviously that's a dead giveaway that it's fake. But also, if you guys see a reference that's separate from France, don't necessarily jump to conclusions, because there is the possibility of it being real as long as it's from Spain, Italy, the US, or obviously France like mine is. And also, a few product care ideas that I want to go over are that you want to make sure that when you guys are setting it down, even though you guys have the screws on the bag, that you guys are lifting it straight up so it doesn't get damaged towards the bottom. And also make sure that you guys are keeping it in the dust bag, because this canvas right here will fade just like any other leather if you guys leave it in the sun for a long amount of time. And also just make sure you guys are taking care of especially the edges, because those are the first places that it's going to get chipped. The leather will last, it's very high quality, and so is all the hardware on the bag. But you guys can just see on the corners right here, the corner right here, and everywhere else that it is a little bit more worn, or not even a little bit more worn, it's just the wear and tear is a lot more noticeable than anywhere else. And I'll also show you guys how I like wearing the bag. My bad for not showing you guys. And also, before I do that, you guys can see the high quality leather right here. You can also see the little shoulder pad that I put around my shoulder. That is a lot more useful if I'm holding some weight in the bag. I personally use this as a camera bag, so it does get a tiny bit heavy, and it definitely does make it a lot more comfortable to have this shoulder strap right above my shoulder. Putting it right there, you guys can see this is how I would usually wear the bag. You can still kind of see it on the side, but this just gives me a lot more freedom with my arms, and not as much a look of, hey, I'm really trying to show this off. It's just a lot more subtle. If you know, you know. You see it from the backside and you definitely know what it is. And it's also very useful with holding my camera and other small equipment such as my microphone, even though it's not a huge bag. But I don't believe the mini trunk would fit all my stuff like I needed to. And so I personally decided to go with the bigger trunk rather than the smaller trunk. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of this canvas compared to the other ones. I know I reviewed the rainbow canvas, which seems to be a lot more rare than this one, but at the same time I believe the retail cost is a little bit higher on this one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this trunk. Let me know how you guys think it compares to the other trunk that I reviewed, as well as the mini one. And also let me know what else you guys want to see on my channel. Any questions that you guys have, make sure to leave it down in the comments so I can answer them from everyone, because I do get a lot of DMs now from you guys that watch my videos asking certain questions, and they're very, very repetitive. So I think that the smartest thing to do would be to leave it down in the comments so I can answer it from everyone, and it also saves other people that have the same question the time and effort to actually go ahead and message me on Instagram. So if you guys do that, that, it would be much appreciated. And also, if you guys are at this point in the video, make sure to like, subscribe button, as it really does help out my channel and get my videos shown to more people, which gives me the ability to bring you guys more and more crazy stuff. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.